Hey folks, Duke CT here, and I told you I was going to do something about Monday Night Raw tonight on the episode, and here it is, my little review. And what I thought about the show, well, let's see. Uh, the word underwhelming. For the supposed 900th episode, this Raw was just bland on all levels. Just bland wrestling, bland storytelling, just plain bland. Kind of like the Bret Hart episode on Raw earlier this year. It seems like the WWE just don't really know how. I mean, first off, you have the matches. You have matches. Majority of them were run-ins and countouts and all this other crap, which except for what one or two, two. I think it was the Children Tag match and the main event. What else? Oh, um, Chris Jericho and Edge walking out again. Is this the best they have? Is this the only thing they're gonna? We're gonna be good. We're gonna walk out. It's boring. It's meaningless. I want something more. This whole thing. Then if they know they're gonna walk out, then you know what? Don't get them. I show Evan Bourne or Mark Henry or somebody. Hell, get some two SmackDown guys. If these guys are supposedly going to take over the whole WWE. Ugh. And another thing. I know injuries and such cause the Nexus thing to fail, but you know what? I'm still calling it Nexus. I mean, it's sure Skip's injury, fine. Okay, you can't prevent, you can't stop that. But you know what? This whole work shoot angle of Daniel Bryan, which did nothing. All it did was basically stopping the U.S. title being relevant. I mean, what was the point of R2 winning the belt and then 2 weeks later, no, having Miz lose the belt to Bret Hart in a cluster F of a clusterfuck of a match? You have a rematch for the U.S. title against R-Truth and Miz loses that. You have and then the next thing you know, and they have a fatal forward match, and Miz wins the belt again. Can someone tell me why? And why did have Daniel Bryan? Then you know what? Then why? You know what? Here's another. You know what was the point of it? Why would you work shoot an entire fired angle and everything else? So what? So he can turn face again? That's just really waste of time. How about this? You just drop the whole Michael Cole stuff and everything else. No, this is what happened. If he really did get fired or reprimanded, Ryan Danielson, and even now I'm really discounting that to his whole work shoot thing, which is completely and utterly pointless. Um, they did was just like go back and forth, back and forth. I'm like, you know what? Let's stop this stupid stuff. I always like, oh, I'm not talking about. They went, unedited. But you know what I'm saying? They just dropped the whole angle of him doing everything. Then why don't you just go through it? How about this? How about they sign him to a deal on Monday Night Raw? Saying, we're impressed. He got a pin over the U.S. champ, The Miz. So, Bret Hart, the power invested in me, I'm going to sign to a contract. And that would have been nice with a viewer's choice. Something like that. Would have been nice. And then, lo and behold, boom, the Nexus beat the hell out of everybody. And, you could continue the feud or something like that. But, heck, how about this? Add this dimension. Have Dan Bryan and Miz have to work together to calm down the Nexus threat. Makes a little more sense. I mean, instead of doing this whole worksheet, oh, he's fired because the necktie or whatever bull ass, it would have made sense. Instead of just, we're going to do this whole crazy a huge huge beatdown. What Nexus is going to do during the crap that was Viewer's Choice Raw, and have him get fired or what have you. Wait a couple months, have Nexus look totally ineffectual, by the way, and then have him appear on a SummerSlam pay-per-view, which is nice against the main event. But to me, what was the point of this? It was a complete him doing this, getting fired and getting work, shooting, everything else. It was completely and utterly pointless. So honestly, the whole Daniel Bryan thing. I don't care. People say, "Oh, get the U.S. title, fun, great. Let's have a party. Let's celebrate." He's going to get the U.S. title. And by the way, does he have a contract? And if he does, did Cena sign him or what? Is he still a rookie? I don't know. Anyway, um, anyway, don't you? And by the way, a positive Edge and his old Beaker thing was saying, which that was funny. That was only one of the positive things in the big show. CM Punk. That's one of the positive things. And by the way, speaking of Sheamus, once again he looks completely ineffectual as champion. You see him. This is a guy who's supposed to be. I mean, every day, every time I look at him, and I'm wondering, did someone switch the booking right of the Miz and Sheamus? I mean, Sheamus looks like a guy who should be dominating. He should be like Big Van Vader back in the day, and somewhat like Kane back in the day. Just some force of just a force that you cannot mention, a force of nature, something that you can't stop. All you can do is hopefully contain him. That is something what Sheamus is lacking. And by the way, credible victories. And by the way, he gets. And here's the fun thing. He got distracted by that. Yeah, but not Christian, but Heath Slater. I doubt. I bet he's probably gonna have the same career as Christian Slater. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised seeing him in the UA Bowl movie, in like in 2 or 3 years. But you know what? He gets covered by the one-man band, Heath Slater, and that would have been a lot more sense if Barrett would have pinned him. I know, you want to give a shit, but yeah, Sheamus already has no credibility to begin with. Look at the past 2 title reigns. He's been basically, he won by fluke against Cena. His first reign, he's running against fluke. He got DQ'd. DQ. Oh, and losing elimination chamber thanks to Triple H. Got beat at WrestleMania with Triple H. Basically had the worst match the worst no disqualification match I ever seen in my life. Honestly, it was probably the worst matches, hardcore DQ match I've ever seen, and as such, and he wasn't even featured over a limit. And in Fatal 4-Way, he pulls an edge and gets a victory. Takes the W Championship again by a fluke, and and at the still cage match. He's still, Cena and him don't have any chemistry whatsoever. And after the run, and by the way, the Nexus got punked by referees, so that's another big old Nexus thing. They got punked by referees at Money in the Bank. And then after that, then he goes at SummerSlam taking on Randy Orton, and guess what? DQ after knocking down the ref and such, and get beat down, RKO'd on the table, and and also that he gets the next night of Raw, basically gets decimated by Randy Orton, and again no Miz, but that makes no sense because Miz taking off a weakened champion, that's because he's the Money in the Bank. I don't know why they didn't jump in. I mean, my goodness, it's just stupid. The stupidity here is amazing. I mean, Sheamus has not looked good or incapable. I honestly think never. I mean, You know, last time he looked good, incredible as a threat was he took out Jamie Noble. That's it. You gotta look back. And he is saying he's a no, no, no. And the sad part is, the real sad part is, ladies and gentlemen, is that Sheamus is going. I mean, they are trying to book him so hard because they want to make him see like one of the pillars or foundational piece, and then to carry on the WWE for 4 or 5 years. Well, honestly, personally, if I were booking WWE, and trust me, if I did, I would probably be kicked out because WWE does not like any type of wrestling fans whatsoever. They're more in sports entertainment. But somehow, by miracle of fate, someone like myself was booking. I wouldn't book Sheamus to win 2 WWE championships already. I would have slowly built him up, and give a repertoire to the fans as a badass. Hell, at WrestleMania, maybe have him win the U.S. title or something. Have him just defend it and build himself up and build himself up and build himself up, something like that, with credible victories with a lower mid card, aka beating people other than Evan Bourne, and then you see him rise and see him really be something great. Because I think he has something, but yet it's bound and it's buried underneath bad booking. And let's see. Oh, and by the way, here's the thing. Randy Orton eliminating 2 guys, then getting pinned. It just shows that WWE was trying to hurry up. And you know what? The 900 Raw, they should have had this a 3-hour show. And maybe would have had a lot more interesting stuff, and probably would have been a lot more, a lot less clustering, that sort of thing. But hey, what do I know? It's just me. I do CT. Anyway, I've been talking for a while. Just ranting and raving my head off from WWE Raw 900th edition of Raw. And don't you know what? The WWE is coming to my neck of the woods, I think, next week. Let's see. Yep, next week. And Monday Night Raw is coming here to Washington, D.C. And I don't know, should I go or should I just see what's Monday Night Raw? That's my question. Maybe I should. Watch Monday night. Go to Monday Night Football. Go watch with my dad or what have you. You know, something like that. I want to ask y'all because I can't have the funds to go. I have the money to go, but because I'm not feeling Raw at this moment. I'm not feeling the WWE right now. Should I waste my money, hard-earned money, to go to the WWE if it's here or what have you? Because they did come up here. They come up here, but not like the TNA or UFC. UFC, has some other problems and such. I know they're going down to Virginia or something, but nothing here in the Maryland or DC area. Nothing in the Verizon Center. I know TNA can't fill the Verizon Center, but at least get something like the DC Armory. Or somewhere. Yeah, but then again, at least the WWE does come here. So, it's just that I'm gonna ask that question to y'all. Um, should I go to Monday Night Raw, or should I stay here home and watch Monday Night Football with my dad? That's all. That's all it's and apologize for the um, latest rash of political videos. I just people, man, Thunderfoot and everything, just those Thunderfoot videos. You know, just this is me getting frustrated. But hey, the channel is this is like I said, it's mainly a place for wrestling, but it's a place where I try to be interesting. So if people upset me doing some videos that go outside the pro wrestling arena, well, I apologize, but that's what I do sometimes. Anyway, hopefully I do some more pro wrestling videos. I only got 2 classes this semester. Something happened and one of my classes fizzled out. And believe it or not, one of my classes are early in the morning. I mean really early, like at 8 to 8:50. So, I can maybe have some more time to do videos. And The second class is an art class that happens at 10 o'clock. So I have some time to kill and everything. Heck, I might even make a video during my class hours or something if I can get, find a way to do that. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Dude CT here. Peace and love. I will see y'all when I see y'all. Hopefully very soon. Peace.